In a world where clarity meets craftsmanship, Zeiss takes a bold step forward. Introducing the Zeiss ZX2, a fusion of precision engineering, iconic design, and pure optical excellence. The ZX2 delivers an experience that is as refined as it is powerful. Whether you're capturing the subtle details of everyday life or pushing creative boundaries, this camera is built to elevate your vision with uncompromising clarity and style. The ZX2 isn't just a tool, it's a statement. Let's dive in. Design is where Zeiss doesn't just compete, it dominates. The ZX2, like its predecessor, the ZX1, doesn't follow the traditional mold of DSLR-inspired mirrorless bodies. Instead, it forges its own visual identity. And that identity is strikingly modern and unapologetically clean. The monolithic chassis is milled from a single block of magnesium alloy with no unnecessary edges or embellishments. It feels dense, luxurious, and remarkably solid in the hand. Every corner is rounded with surgical precision. There are no traditional dials or unnecessary buttons. Instead, the ZX2 embraces a clean, tablet-like silhouette that feels more akin to a Leica SL to married to a Bauhaus sketchbook. The grip is subtly contoured, and while minimalist, it offers just enough ergonomic support. The camera isn't light, but it's balanced. You feel its weight without fatigue. Even the Zeiss logo is tastefully engraved, not printed. It's designed distilled to its purest form. A huge part of the ZX2's interface is its rear 5.0-inch Full HD touchscreen. It dominates the back panel, offering both live view and full system control via a custom Zeiss-designed UI. This display is bright, sharp, and beautifully responsive, with haptic feedback that makes navigating settings feel like you're interacting with a premium smartphone. On the top plate, you'll find a single multifunction button, a customizable dial, and a subtly embossed shutter release. No clutter, no overkill, just intentional design choices. The ZX2 feels like it was sculpted, not assembled. Compared to the ZX1, the ZX2 is more refined, with smoother transitions between body elements, a more responsive UI, and a stronger weather-sealed shell. Zeiss listened to user feedback while retaining their core design philosophy. This is a camera that inspires confidence the moment you pick it up. Not through flashy lights or overbuilt controls, but through sheer precision and coherence. It's the physical embodiment of what it means to take photography seriously. At the heart of the ZX2 lies a 37.4-megapixel full-frame BSI-CMOS sensor, an evolution of what we saw in the ZX1, but significantly enhanced in dynamic range, tonal depth, and color fidelity. Resolution-wise, 37 megapixels hits a very sweet spot. It's enough for large prints, professional editorial work, and intense cropping, but without the massive file sizes of 60 megapixel plus sensors. More importantly, it's how this sensor renders detail that makes it special. Images from the ZX2 exhibit a striking combination of clarity and softness. Not in a lack of sharpness way, but in the way Zeiss lenses and processing interpret micro-contrast. There's a filmic nuance to texture that makes skin, hair, fabric, and natural surfaces look organic, not overly sharpened or digital. The sensor supports 14-bit raw capture, offering over 16,000 levels per color channel. Combined with Zeiss' proprietary tonal mapping pipeline, this results in exceptional highlight retention and nuanced shadows. You can pull several stops of exposure in post without introducing banding or chroma shift. Dynamic range clocks in around 14.5 stops in real-world use. Whether you're shooting high-contrast scenes at noon or low-light portraits in a candle-lit room, the ZX2 handles extremes gracefully. It never overreacts or flattens out your tonal map. Low-light performance is surprisingly strong for a non-stacked sensor, native ISO 100 to 51,200 range, with usable images up to ISO 6400 and even 12,800 with some smart denoising. ISO 100 is where it shines, with utterly clean files and deep color fidelity. But what defines image quality here is Zeiss's lens integration. The ZX2 uses fixed lens architecture, a Zeiss Distagen 35mm f. To that is, frankly, legendary. Sharp corner to corner wide open, no distortion, barely any chromatic aberration. And because the sensor and lens are tuned together, you get edge. Performance that would require stopping down on any ILC system. This isn't just about a good sensor. It's about a matched optical pipeline designed from front to back to produce signature Zeiss imagery. Color is a sacred thing at Zeiss, and with the ZX2, the company has gone to great lengths to preserve its iconic rendering style while giving shooters more flexibility than ever before. The Zeiss look, if we can call it that, is defined by restraint. Unlike cameras that push saturation or contrast for immediate punch, the ZX2 delivers files that are measured, elegant, and quietly rich. Greens feel alive, not plastic. Blues carry weight without veering into cyan. Reds avoid the orange trap. Skin tones are neutral, clean, and full of depth. Color fidelity is class-leading. In lab testing, color accuracy outperformed most full-frame competitors in the same tier, with impressively low delta E values and consistent white balance in mixed lighting. But beyond the science, it's the aesthetic quality that matters most. Out-of-camera JPEGs already feel partially graded, not in a stylized way, but in the way a professional colorist might begin a base LUT, subtle curve rolls, natural contrast shaping, and a cinematic fall-off in highlights. There's something unmistakably Zeiss in the way the ZX2 handles tones. The internal processor includes Zeiss Dynamic Color Harmony Engine, allowing users to choose between filmic, neutral, and vivid color profiles, each carefully crafted rather than being slider tweaks. Even the monochrome mode is worth noting. It's not just desaturation, but an entirely separate tonal engine optimized for dynamic B and W rendering. Whether you're shooting for editorial, fine art, or personal memory, the ZX2 gives you color you can trust and color that moves you. Here's where the ZX2 surprises: autofocus. Because if you remember the ZX1, autofocus was one of its weakest links. Slow, contrast detect only, and unreliable for anything other than still subjects. That's no longer the case. The ZX2 features a new hybrid AF system with 425 phase detect point and contrast detect support. The result? Fast acquisition, smooth transitions, and solid subject tracking, especially for portraits and documentary-style shooting. Phase and eye detection are now standard, and they work very well. In both stills and video, the camera locks onto subjects quickly and doesn't hunt. Tap to focus is intuitive on the massive touchscreen, and you can drag focus areas with precision. It's not as blisteringly fast as the Sony A9 III or Canon R3, but that's not its goal. This isn't a sports camera, it's a storyteller's camera. And for street, portrait, and travel use, the AF system feels confident, fluid, and 10x improved. Over the ZX1, startup time is under 1 second. Shot-to-shot speed is nearly instantaneous in RAW, and buffer clearing has been dramatically improved thanks to upgraded internal storage. In short, responsiveness is no longer a compromise. The ZX2 is finally a fast camera, not just in image quality, but in how it handles and reacts to your intent. The Zeiss ZX2 may not market itself as a cinema-first camera, but it offers an unexpectedly strong video feature set, making it a compelling hybrid tool. It captures 4K 10-bit for 2202 internally at up to 30 FPS, delivering rich, detailed footage, with Zeiss's signature tonality carried into motion. While it lacks loud profiles and high frame rate slow motion options, the video output is clean, cinematic, and genuinely beautiful. Rolling shutter performance is moderate, not perfect, but manageable, especially for controlled shooting environments. For creators who shoot behind-the-scenes footage, short-form branded content, or hybrid photo, video projects, the video capabilities are not only usable, they're artistically viable. But what truly sets the ZX2 apart is its forward-thinking. Connectivity. Zeiss has equipped the camera with dual-band Wi-Fi, full FTP server support, USB-C 3.2 with power delivery, and even Ethernet over USB functionality. This means users can tether wirelessly to applications like Lightroom or Capture One, sync images in real time to NAS, or push selects directly to mobile editing suites. During high-pressure commercial shoots, LAN functionality allows direct tethering to a workstation, automatic hot folder assignment, and real-time file delivery to editors or retouchers. It turns the camera into a networked creative hub, something far beyond the traditional role of a standalone imaging device. Zeiss isn't just offering video and photo capture here. They're offering a seamless workflow solution in a world where speed, mobility, and collaboration are increasingly vital. This kind of system integration is a major win for professionals. Even if video isn't the main headline for the ZX2, Its quality and combined connectivity tools make it a standout hybrid solution for 2025 workflows, a camera that's not only about images, but about where those images go next. That's it for today's video, guys. If you found this video helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up, leaving a comment, and subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon so you never miss out on our latest videos.